So creating a new build in NBA 2K25 is probably one of the toughest things to do, especially if you're a new player. So I decided to go ahead and put together 3 different versions of a Kevin Durant build. That way you can go ahead and pick and choose and even adjust what you like from each one and make your very own. Kevin Durant is definitely one of the all-time scorers that the game has ever seen, and to get a small glimpse of his game in NBA 2K25 is something that is truly second to none. Now I was really thinking, a lot of people are just picking up NBA 2K25 just diving into season 5, and I can say I've noticed a lot of people are struggling to make the build that they want. Now if you want a build that can pretty much do everything from finish at the rim, definitely be an outside scorer, but on top of that you have the ball handle to be able to not only lead your team but really lead them on the defensive end as well, this is going to be the build for you. I've had so much fun with this one, especially being the primary scorer. If you learn the rhythm shoot, I'm telling you, that's just going to enhance your game even more. So I just really want to say thank every single one of you for tuning in, especially my community, and for those of y'all who are coming through the streams every single day. I just want you to know that none of this would be possible without y'all, and number one, of course, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So I gotta go ahead and say thank him for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I will definitely be sure to get back to you with a response. Now you have to smash that like button and subscribe if any of these apply to you. Michael Jordan is your favorite build. You think Kobe is better than LeBron. LeBron James is your favorite player. Kevin Durant is one of your all-time favorite scorers. You play as a center in NBA 2K25. You play as a guard in NBA 2K25. You consider yourself to be one of the best footers this year. You feel like you have the best archetype to use this year on NBA 2K25. So let's get right into the video, man. This is absolutely one of the most dominant, overpowered offensive builds that I've used this year, and I can definitely say that it does give me those vibes of NBA 2K19, NBA 2K15, outside centers, and stretch bigs. Now, I've been breaking down these videos a little bit differently from the past. I'm starting a new wave in this 2K community, and I've always, been able to share what I believe in on my channel, and I'm not going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to push out what is right, man. What I believe is truly right for my community to listen and hear. And I've been pushing out the power of Jesus, his word and his touch, bro. To be able to share just a small glimpse of this on my channel, to give y'all both sides of what I feel, in real life and also from this gaming platform, to just give y'all 2 different sides of me, that's something that I personally just want to open up with y'all. And I'm just going to share a little scripture. Maybe, this will open your eyes up a little bit, and maybe this will even change your life. This is going to be coming out of the book of Luke 13 verses 10 through 13. And he was teaching in one of the synagogues on the Sabbath. And behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years, and was bowed together, and could in no wise lift up herself. And when Jesus saw her, he called her to him, and said unto her, Woman, thou art loosened from thine infirmity. And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was made straight and glorified God. So this is what I want to do within the 2K community, to be able to, share this touch and this word with y'all, to be able to show you that light, and really in a community that really may not always be the brightest. That's what I really want to push on my channel. We are building the most positive 2K Christ-like minded community here on YouTube, but also in the 2K community as a whole. And for those of you who have been coming through on stream every single night, I truly just want you to know that the appreciation and the support really never goes unnoticed. I see every single one of you, and I try to respond to each and every one of your comments, especially when it comes towards these videos, man. Your support definitely does not go unnoticed as well. And to be able to, put out these kind of videos for y'all while still being able to upload consistently is something that is truly a blessing. For y'all pulling up on stream every night, it really does allow me to make even more content for y'all. And when it comes towards these kind of builds, I definitely want to make sure that I go into depth and detail with actually showing you from the gameplay and talking about why I actually make them. So this build right here, it really does remind me of a build that can pretty much do anything. Now, if you're looking to be exactly like Kevin Durant, I could say this is probably one of the best builds to make it for, especially on version 1. But if you want to be able to be that offensive threat that can really, take the toll on the defense, that is something that you're going to really want to pay attention to with these builds today, because each and every one of them is unique, and you can make any type of changes, adjustments. Feel free to go about this to however you feel is going to be most comfortable for your play style. So when it comes towards making a Kevin Durant build, you definitely cannot go short on the shooting. Do not hold yourself out. But especially, you got to take into account the playmaking and how high you want to go. So I would say anywhere from about a 70 up to about an 80 ball handle is what I would recommend best for this archetype. But the real big thing that's going to play the biggest factor is going to be the takeovers that you use. So personally, I have been using offensive artists with this build. Another one that I truly like is going to be one that does help out your strength. Now, that can pretty much be from any of the takeovers like Fortress, Bully. Even if you wanted to go with Brick Wall, that is something that is definitely possible as well. And something that may be a little bit different from the meta and what you see on a normal Kevin Durant build is not having any strength. Now, y'all know how NBA 2K25 is, and if you've played it this year, you know exactly how important strength is. So I like to mention on every one of my videos, man, really take into account adding strength on your builds, whether from the takeovers or just making the build in general. At least an 85 to an 84, I truly think that's a sweet spot because it does allow you to get that Great Wall takeover ability, which gives you a plus 15 on that strength. Now, on top of that, with this build, something that I truly did like about it is that you can consider this to be a catfish because of the body shape. So let's just go ahead and say you pick a body shape like flexible. That's actually what I'm using in this gameplay. A lot of big men tend to think that you don't have any strength on this build. So there's multiple versions that I've used, but with this one exactly, I did want to go ahead and add some strength. So in takeover with Great Wall takeover ability, you do have the potential to reach a 99 strength. Now, take that into account with maintaining a 99 mid-range shot and a 99 three-pointer. That's truly game-changing, especially coming from a build that can already dribble at this height. What I can say from being able to make Kevin Durant in this year compared to previous 2Ks, I can definitely say the archetypes this year would really dominate and beat those previous builds from previous 2Ks. Now, I'm curious to know your thoughts and opinions on these archetypes, and really which one are you going to be making? Let me know down below, man. I really wanted to go into depth with making sure that there's no weaknesses, and the number one thing that I can say that I feel I'm happy about most on this build is going to be the offensive scoring ability. You get pretty much the best jump shot spaces and releases, and I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little quick hint for those of y'all who are staying through and watching the videos, man. The jump shot that you want to use first, you're going to go with Michael Porter Jr. I'm telling you, this is one of the best, jump shots that you can use, especially when it comes towards jumping itself. Now, when it comes towards your upper and lower releases, we're going to go with Kevin Durant for both, or you can also go with Michael Porter Jr. And that's what I'm using in a majority of this gameplay. So just to give y'all a little bit of the sauce, and if you also do want a dribble tutorial with how I'm dribbling like the side-to-side cheese, I'm going to put 2 videos in the description and a little link with a pop-up card right here. So you can go ahead and check out exactly how to dribble like I'm showing y'all today. Even when going up against other centers, I can definitely say this build is really competable. Not even when it comes towards the defense itself, but the offense. This is going to be a build that overwhelms pretty much any opponent in defense. I've taken this build into the rec, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s. This build is valid across all game modes, man. And I'm not just saying that because I'm putting this video out. I really want y'all to, try to make this build, see how you like it. And follow those dribble tutorials, follow the jump shots that I mentioned. You're going to be able to start off cooking exactly like I'm showing y'all, man. So once again, I just want to say thank you for your support. Like I mentioned earlier, none of this would be possible without the man upstairs, Jesus Christ. And we're going to continue to build this positive community. Regardless of the naysayers, regardless of the haters, I'm going to continue to put out these gameplay videos for y'all. So if you have a certain NBA player or build that you want to see in the next video, and if you want to run it up, be sure to let me know down below and add my PSN, man. Y'all can see my name on screen. Even if you add me as a 2K friend, I will definitely be sure to get back to y'all. I can say that this is probably one of the best Kevin Durant builds that you can make this year. Not only saying that because the 3 different versions, but the fact that you have 3 different ways to go about it really is going to allow you to cater towards your own playstyle. And that's something that I really wanted to be unique about this video and this archetype, to show y'all 3 different ways to go about it. Like I mentioned, man, I'm curious to know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'm so blessed to have the community that we do. We're building a great one here, man. So just know that I love y'all. I appreciate you. Y'all are my brothers and sisters. So just know that's the way that I see y'all in my life. And I'm going to continue to put out these videos for y'all. So just let me know if you have any suggestions or any tips that you need to know. I will get y'all right. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, You know, in Kevin Durant's career, he's really set the stage on so many different levels, from Team USA all the way to the Golden State Warriors, man, and the OKC Thunder. He still makes an impact on the Phoenix Suns, and I'm happy to say that we're seeing one of the best players to ever live in our time, man. What a time to be alive, especially in this day and age. You know, I'm trying to push out the gospel as much as possible, trying to, you know, push y'all on with Jesus, and just know that with the way that I feel in my life, I definitely want to be sure that I'm leading y'all in the right direction. So any way that I feel about anything going on outside of this 2K community as well, I'm always going to continue to be real with y'all. I'm always going to lead y'all in the right direction. And just know that I appreciate every single one of y'all checking in, chilling with me, listening to the sound of my voice. God bless every single one of you, man. These videos I'm pumping out, also the streams, all of it is to build this community that we are, man. The most positive, Christ-like minded. You know, one day we're gonna look back on this and see where we've been, and you really gotta realize that Jesus was in control the entire time. You know, that's why I'm building this community here, to put y'all on with Christ, man. With all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.